Well, good morning, y'all, and welcome to another As Real As It Gets vlog. It's about 5:45 in the morning, and I'm up bright and early. I want to get in as much sowing as I can today because I've got a few contracts lined up, so I want to get out in the field, make sure I'm getting those contracts done. It's still not quite warm enough to get my own crops sown. It's about 6 degrees out, and the ground is about 4 degrees. I need the ground to get to 6 degrees in order to sow my oats. To me, it seems a little bit early, but obviously there's a few farmers who want me to do some contracts for them, so I'm going to get out there, do that work, and by the time I finish that, hopefully it's warmed up enough for me to get out into my own fields. So I'm here at field number 5, getting ready to start the sowing contract, and I figured while I'm doing this contract, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys in farm at hand how I keep everything straight and how I know what I'm going to do on which field at which time. So let me show you what I'm looking at here in farm at hand. If I go to my farm dashboard and look at the 2020 crop here, I can see all the activities that I've got laid out for this year. So first things first, I've got to get my oats in the ground and do my planting on field number 4. And since my seeder also fertilizes, I'll be getting my first stage of fertilization done then. Once the crops have emerged, I need to do another fertilizer application on field number 4 to get to the second stage. Then after that, it should be time to get my soybeans in the ground and do my planting on field number 7. From there, I'll wait a little bit, and then once the crops have gotten a little bit bigger, I can do my spraying on fields number 4 and 7, lay down some glyphosate, and kill all the weeds. And even if there aren't any weeds, it still works as a pre-application, so it should keep my crops safe. And then somewhere in the middle there, I'm going to have to do another application of fertilizer on field number 4 and get that third final stage of fertilization to get the best yield that I possibly can on those oats. And all this information shows up in my farm dashboard because I've entered it in the crop planner, and it really just helps me stay organized and focus on the next task that I'm going to have to get done. So I know whether I need to be prepping my seeder and getting it filled, or maybe leasing a sprayer and getting herbicide bought. Whatever the case might be, I have it here in my dashboard, and I know exactly what I need to do next. And that's a big reason I like using Farm at Hand. It really helps me stay organized and stay on top of what tasks I need to do when. I just know if I need to be prepping my seeder and getting it filled, or maybe leasing a sprayer and buying some herbicide. Whatever the case might be, I know exactly the task I need to be focusing on so that I can get the most out of my crops. So I've gotten a fair bit of this field done, but my seeder is almost empty, so I'm going to need to go and get my seed tender filled up and bring it back here to the field to fill it with seeder to finish off this massive contract. So I'm going to call up that neighbor of mine again, see if he can come and pick me up, bring me back home to my truck so I can fill up the seed tender and bring it on back. So I got to lift home, back the truck up to the tender here. I'm going to hook it up and then head down to PV Mart and fill it right up with seed. So you know what, I had totally forgotten I filled this up with seed for my own use, so I'm just going to go and use that seed for the contract. Then once I finish the contract, I'll have lots of money from it. I should be able to go and just buy some more seed at PV Mart. No harm, no foul. Let's just get this thing done. So there we go, filling up with seed here out in the field. So I'm just going to park the truck here for now, and then I'll get back to seeding and bring the truck back home once I'm finished. I'll put my auger away and get back onto the field. So it's getting pretty late. You can see it's about 20 after 9, but thankfully I'm just about finished this contract here on field number 5. Just a few more passes and I'll be all set. So I think what I'm going to do is finish this contract off, get my seeder home, get to bed, and then I can fill it up no problem in the morning. And hopefully overnight the ground will have warmed up enough that I can plant my oats. Remember, I need a soil temperature of 6 degrees to be able to plant. So hopefully I can get that done tomorrow. So I'm just going to finish this off, and I'll catch you before I sign off for the night. Alright, so I've got all my equipment back home. I'm just going to go and park my truck. Well, that's going to be it for today's vlog. It's about 10 after 10, and I really need to hit the hay. I feel really good about what I accomplished today. I got a massive sowing contract done, almost 200 acres, and I hopefully can get onto my own field tomorrow and start planting my oats. So until then, Matt Taylor, out.